Boys and girls of all ages, welcome back to the Illinois Symphony Orchestra's Itsy Arts program, Emotion, Commotion. Put your hands together as we welcome your hosts, Logan Campbell and Katie Beberman.
Hi there, and welcome to today's program of Itsy Arts, Emotion, Commotion. My name is Logan.
And I'm Katie. We are your hosts.
Hi there, my name is Jeremy, and I play percussion with the Illinois Symphony Orchestra.
Whoa, that was surprising. I guess that's a good explanation for today's episode.
Surprise!
We will learn about being surprised through music and art. There will be games, arts activities, plus lots of learning.
So give us a big thumbs up if you're ready to get going. Boom! Surprise! I gotcha!
You surprised me. Nice one.
Surprising people or getting surprised can sometimes be scary, but other times it makes me smile and laugh.
Me too. I think it all depends on how you get surprised. Now, getting surprised or surprising someone is all about timing.
That's a great point. Speaking of timing, was it not surprising whenever Jeremy popped up during introductions? Let's invite him back to see what he's doing here.
Yeah, come on back, Jeremy, and tell us more about yourself and what you do.
I live in Bloomington with my family, my 2 daughters, and our cat. His name is Murray. I also teach music at Millikan University, where I direct a spooky Halloween percussion concert every year. I started playing percussion when I was 10 years old. Back then, I had no idea just how many percussion instruments there really are. Every country around the world uses percussion in their music, and there are lots of them we use in the orchestra too. I'm very excited to show you some of my instruments today and hope you enjoy the program.
I definitely think we will. Those percussion instruments seem like a lot of fun.
I agree, but I wonder what types of instruments there are.
Let's have Jeremy come back and tell us more about the different kinds of percussion instruments.
Percussion is an entire family of musical instruments that you might think of as just the drums. But really, percussion is anything that you can hit with a stick, or a mallet, or your hands. Sometimes we strike the instruments together, or shake them to make a sound. They can be made of wood, or metal, or a kind of a drum. We play melodies too, just like all the other instruments in the orchestra. These are called keyboard percussion, and they can have bars made of metal, or wood, and they're arranged to look like the keys on a piano. When they make the bars really big, the sound goes very low. And sometimes we like to hold more than just 2 mallets to play. But mostly, the percussionist's job is to add color to the orchestra. And we usually do that in music's most surprising moments. Hey, surprise! That's an emotion too. Let me play some of my favorite melodies that show you different ways that you can be surprised by music. And along the way, I'll introduce you to more of my percussion instruments.
Wow, the world of percussion is so big and diverse. I love that we learned about all different ways to make percussion. We can even use our bodies to make percussion, like this.
Or this. Can you clap and stomp with us? Let's listen to this first melody by composer Joseph Haydn in a symphony also known as the Surprise Symphony.
instruments Jeremy used. Some were played with sticks, some with mallets. Some were made out of metal and some were made out of wood, like Jeremy taught us.
Precisely. We learned about a lot of percussion instruments. But it's interesting how the piece can change and how we perceive the piece can change based on the instruments that are used. In this next example, from Harry Potter, you'll hear the use of high-pitched metallic instruments. Let's see how this new color of sharp and bright sounds changes our perception and surprises our ears.
That was so unique. It was so surprising and spooky at the same time.
I agree. This next Christmas tune will introduce us to the wooden instruments of the percussion world.
Let's listen and figure out what animal this next piece is portraying. Sleigh ride. With all these surprises, I wonder if we get to go to the Illinois Art Station.
Surprise! We're going there right now.
Surprise! Look where we are at the Illinois Art Station. I'm here with Joey, and we're going to do an art project today that shows surprise, makes us feel surprised.
It is surprising, and I'm so glad that you came back. We're going to paint a different way today, and we're going to start by using some crayons. And I have 3 crayons. You can pick which one you want.
They're all white.
They are all
Why
white.
are we using white on white paper?
Well, I think it'll be a surprise.
Oh.
So I'm going to grab this crayon,
Okay.
and I'm going to draw something that I would be surprised to find.
Oh.
Or maybe I could draw just something surprising in general.
Okay.
What surprises you?
So I don't have to push really hard or anything.
Okay.
I know I can't see it very well.
No, you can't see it at all.
I think one of the fun things about art is when you accidentally make a mistake and then you get to turn it into something really wonderful. And one of the reasons why I like doing this is because it's all just a little bit of a mistake if you can't see it.
It really is.
So then you get surprised by what you make at the end.
I
So
like that.
no matter what you make today, our art is going to be a little surprising.
You know what? That sounds like a lot of fun.
All right, what do you think?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
I'm going to set the crayons aside because I'm done with those. But I do have my watercolor, and I have some water. And to do this art project, you're going to want to use a lot of water.
A lot of water.
You know, sometimes when we paint, we get our brush wet for watercolor, and we get a little bit of color, and then when we do this.
Yeah.
But this time, we're going to use a lot of water.
Okay.
Because
Does
we're
it
going to push it around.
Oh.
So I'm going to...
It looks like we're covering the whole page.
I'm going to be covering the whole page, a little bit at a time.
All right, we're going to see how this goes. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'll be surprised, I guess.
Yes. So you might want to stick with just hot colors or cool colors because they'll blend into each other really nicely.
Okay.
So I'm going to use hot colors because I think that those are kind of surprising.
Ooh. I like this. We're going to see what happens with this.
Okay.
This is just an experiment.
Well, remember what we learned last time you were here, and that if we mix red, yellow, and blue, we get brown and black. So as long as you don't do that, you're going to have probably all those fun colors that looks like you're using.
Do you like surprises?
You know, sometimes I do.
Yeah.
I think the most interesting thing about them is that you can't really ever be prepared for a surprise,
I
can
know,
you?
you can't. Sometimes surprises can be a good thing. Definitely.
Yes. Some
Like when you
surprises
don't
are
know what you're
great.
getting for your birthday or for Christmas or something.
Or a surprise party.
Surprise party. Have you ever had a surprise party? Or
I haven't, but I've been to some and they were so much fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Those are a good color combination.
It's surprising to me that it didn't turn to brown yet.
Well, so you're using yellow, green, and blue, and you've used them in that order.
Yeah.
And blue and yellow make green, so you're always going to have a pretty combination.
Okay, good. And I think I'm using more water to kind of help blend it.
Mm-hmm. That will do it.
Wow, look at yours.
I know.
I said, wow, even just looking at it.
Mine says, wow. I drew a surprised person for mine.
Surprised person.
Yes.
That really
says
says
about
surprise.
what it looks like.
It
when
almost
you're
looks like
surprised.
you looking back at yourself.
Maybe it
kind
does.
of a different
I think
version
my hair
of
is
you.
a different color.
I think
though.
so too. So mine is, I was almost thinking about fireworks because those are kind of surprising.
They are.
But it didn't really look like a firework. And then I thought about in comic books how they'll say, wow, or flash. And I was thinking about the shape. I don't know. So the shape it looks surprising.
I think it's surprising.
Yeah, I didn't really know what I was doing going for it.
That's okay. Sometimes the most fun art is when you don't really have a plan all the way through. And you just get to experiment with the new art supply or using one in a surprising new way.
I think so. And I don't think I've ever used this kind of paint with this white crayon before.
Any color crayon will do that, but I think it's really surprising when you have the white crayon on there.
Alright, so I'm just blending.
It can also be fun if you were to take your paper and your crayon when you went outside, and you could scrape it on tree bark or on other textures and surfaces that you found, and then come back inside and paint it, and then see what you have left behind.
That sounds really cool. Maybe we'll do that next year. That sounds like fun. This is mine.
It does remind me of a firework.
It's kind of like a firework. I don't know, but I like it.
Thank you so much for coming to Illinois Art Station and making art with me again.
I'll see you next time.
That really surprised me. I love the way that visual art can surprise us sometimes.
It really can. The use of different techniques and colors can really surprise us. Oh, is that Jeremy? Is he coming back to play another song? Way to end today's program.
I agree, Katie. Thank you for joining us for today's program of Itsy Arts in Motion Commotion. We hope that you've enjoyed learning about the world of percussion instruments and meeting Jeremy.
We learned all about the percussion family, different ways to play percussion instruments, how they're made, and how we can even make percussion sounds at home.
In our next program, we will talk about the emotion of feeling calm. I always enjoy trying to relax and feel calm when I'm stressed and busy. The instrument we will learn about is the harp.
That sounds so relaxing.
See you next time.